Merry Christmas. As you can see, we have decided to go pro Christmas tree this year. In the past, we've never done one before, partly because our kids were just too little and they would just tear it down, presumably. But also because I felt pretty strongly that I thought that it was maybe potentially more of a pagan thing, potentially kind of blasphemous. Was the tree supposed to sort of make fun of the crucifixion? I wasn't sure. But over time, I think joy is part of living in the Spirit, and it's good to share joy with other people, including our kids. And for me, I've looked at each component of the Christmas tree, and I've determined, okay, the tree is talked about in Isaiah 53, how he was hung from a tree. This Christmas is all about the birth and life and death of Jesus and what his life meant. And so when we have the tree, we can talk about it with the kids about what it means to us. So whether some paganism or anti-Christian influences have played a part in Christmas or infiltrated the Christmas holiday, we can still talk to our kids about what it means to us and what we're doing when we celebrate. So normally there's a star on the top of a Christmas tree. To me, that's the Star of Bethlehem, the star that led the wise men to Jesus' place of birth. The tree already, it represents the crucifixion that he was pinned up on. The wood or the tree that he was pinned up on, hung from. And then all the ornaments and the gifts under the tree are like the gifts from the wise men, and us, kind of giving offerings to God. That's not what we're actually doing, but these are what all of the symbols represent to us. And the biggest thing is that I want our kids to be able to have joy. We already don't do Halloween, and we do keep ourselves holy. We aren't going to be, I live in Washington State. I live really close to Seattle, and so there's a lot of cultural things that we have to reject already, including, we even have to go so far as doing homeschooling and all that. So I don't want to take away Christmas from them as well. If I truly thought that it was blasphemous and wrong, I would, but I just don't. I don't see it that way anymore. I think that it's actually something that brings joy, which is a good spiritual fruit. And then the wreath represents the crown of thorns that was put on his head. And so that's the one that we have at the front door. And then our Christmas lights, we like to do Christmas lights abundantly because it's, sharing the joy with all of our neighbors and everybody who drives by. And we love to drive around and see all the Christmas decorations. And it's sort of like voting, especially in the area that I live in, we're voting pro-God, pro-Christian. Whereas just a couple months ago, just 6 weeks ago during Halloween, a lot of people were putting up, our neighborhood is actually pretty sweet, pretty good. But there are a couple of places that put up stuff that's just so inappropriate, so evil and ghoulish. And I really liked the cleansing afterwards, after Halloween, of doing Christmas, where it's about all good things, joy and goodness and God, and giving gifts and gratitude and remembering Jesus, and just spending time with people, relationship building, and activities that you do throughout, the whole holiday season. So that is my take this year on the holiday Christmas tree. I think we're enjoying it, and I don't feel convicted about it. So that's my opinion nowadays.